Hey guys, how's it going? So, I've been playing a lot of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 lately, and doing the weekly raids and expert missions, and I've noticed that I seem to be scoring double, even sometimes triple, what everyone else is. So I thought today I would show you guys the build I use for raids and expert missions to get the most damage. Let me start off by saying, you can use this for things like parallel quests and story mode, but this build was specifically made for raids and expert missions. Also, this is a ki-based Saiyan build, so if you have a strike-based character, this won't be as effective. Let's start with your stats. You're going to want to have 125 points in stamina, 125 points in basic attack, and 125 points in Ki Blast Supers. I know a lot of people haven't maxed out their character, but as long as your points are mainly in Ki Blast Supers, you'll be fine. And the more you level up and put points into it, the stronger this build will be. Next, let's move on to the QQ Bang and Super Soul. The QQ Bang I use isn't the best, but it works perfectly for this build. You can use any QQ Bang as long as it has 5 in Ki and 5 in Ki Blast Supers. And for the Super Soul, you're gonna want to use the one called Right Then, Let's Begin the Experiment. You can get this as a guaranteed reward for getting the ultimate finish on Parallel Quest 121. What this Super Soul does is when your health is above 75%, it activates auto Ki recovery, boosts amount of Ki restored, and boosts Ki based skills. This Super Soul is essential to this build, as it basically lets you stay in Super Saiyan Blue. The drain is still there, but it's way less than what it usually is, so you'll safely be able to use ultimates and won't transform back to normal. Now let's go over the skills. First, you're going to want to have the skill Innocence Cannon. You can get this move from doing the first instructor mission from Majin Buu. The next move you want is Spirit Bomb. You can get this by doing the first instructor mission from Goku. The next move is Big Bang Kamehameha. You can get this by buying it from the TP Medal store. It's the little building next to the time-space delivery. There's a chance the move won't be there. If this happens, just wait a few days, as the TP Medal store changes its stuff every now and then. And the next move you want is Ultima Charge. You get this from doing Parallel Quest 134. Now for the ultimates. The first one is Gigantic Roar, which you can get from Parallel Quest 132, and the other ultimate is Sphere of Destruction, which you can get by doing the final instructor mission from B-Rest. And for the Awoken skill and Evasive, you want Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and for the Evasive, it doesn't matter, you can use anyone. Personally, I use Meteor Blast because I think it's one of the cooler looking Evasive. And now that all that's done, you're ready to do your raid or expert mission or whatever you want to use this build for. So for this week, it's a light raid, and it's Cell, I'm pretty sure. Hey, maybe they're hinting something for the new Dragon Ball movie, who knows? So let's get into it. So we'll start off by charging our Ki. Obviously, we always do this. It's a raid, it's an expert mission. You do this at the start of them all. Then, as soon as Cell appears, you're going to want to use Innocence Bullet, because this move poisons Cell, so that way he'll constantly be taking damage, meaning you score more at the end. Then, once he's poisoned, you can use a mix of ultimates. Like, I use a lot of Gigantic Roar in this, just because it does a lot of damage. But you can mix it up, you can use Gigantic Roar, you can use Sphere of Destruction, you can use the regular supers like the Big Bang Kamehameha, the Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb is very nice, because once you throw it, even if it misses, it's like a boomerang, so it'll just come back, so it has a second chance to hit if it misses the first time. And with the Big Bang Kamehameha, as long as you're in Super Saiyan form and locked onto the enemy, you auto-teleport to them before the move hits, so you'll do a ton of damage with that too. But just use a mix of these, you do a ton of damage to Cell. You're not going to want to watch the full 3 minutes of me doing this raid, so I'm going to fast forward it and then show you the end results. As you can see using this build, I've come first, because it's a very powerful build. I've scored double what second place scored, and treble to quadruple times what everyone else scored. And now you might be thinking, oh Webb, you're just showing this one result. So I did a couple of raids, and I screenshotted the end result for every single one of them, and I'll show you those now. As you can see, I've come first pretty much every single time using this raid. The score differs depending, because like sometimes I messed up, and I had a bad start to the raid. But I still came first. Some of the scores were lower than the raid we just did, but I still came first. I still get a ton of damage that adds to my overall contribution, so I'll get the rewards. For this week's light raid, I think you need like 100k damage just to get everything from the event. I did it within half an hour using this build. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.